Today's battle pits Cygnar off against Khador. The Cygnar forces are comprised of eNemo Tier 2 Weatherman list. This includes 5 Stormsmiths, 2 Fireflies, 3 Ironclads, and then we also have a Journeyman Warcaster and a Squire. And they are facing off against Khador. And Khador, what do you bring today?
Khador, we're pretty infantry heavy. We have Epic eIrusk leading a full unit of Man-O-War Shock Troopers. We have a Spriggan, always good times. A Man-O-War Dragoon with dismount hiding around the corner here, so hopefully you'll find some of those weathermen. A Mortar, a full unit of Winter Guard with their UA Officer and Standard, Covenant Joe, and a pair of Kai's Eliminators for Esprit de Corps.
Lovely, lovely. And today's mission is the Guidons. This is mission number 4 from Steamroller. So we score objective points if we are able to move our flags, represented by these storm pods, into our own zones, and the opponent's flags are not in the opponent's zone. We also can score 2 points in return if we control both control points, or we control the opponent's objective, which is their Guidon, their flag. And that's it. Cygnar's got the first turn, so we'll come back after that. First turn for Cygnar. Pretty much everything ran. Nemo allocated 1 focus to each of the Ironclads, cast Force Fields, put up Lightning Shroud on the Jack that's closest to him. Everything else just advanced, using Advanced Move or Advanced Deploy or running. Journeyman Warcaster put Arcane Shield on the Jack to the far right. Everything else is up here. I'm hopefully going to try and threaten his assassins with my Storm Callers because they can see through stealth, and with any luck I won't take too many casualties this turn.
Khador turn 1, and usually you don't have too many casualties turn 1, but I found a way. Pretty much everything moved up. eIrusk put Fire for effect on a Mortar, as is his custom. Put Tactical Supremacy on the Man-O-Wars to give them a little bit extra movement, because getting Man-O-Wars up front is always a good thing. Spriggan ran, Winter Guard ran, Mortar's Assassin's repositioned, Dragoon took off. And unfortunately for me, the Mortar got a little uppity, tried to go for a lucky drift on that Stormsmith, didn't work out, came back, killed 2 of my own Winter Guards. So just proving that Khador just is a little unhinged sometimes. And that's it. So
the Winter Guard, are they tough and fearless right now?
They are tough and fearless right now.
Okay, great.
I'll be thankful for small mercies because there's a lot of electricity coming my way.
This is Cygnar turn 2. Kind of an eventful turn. Some things worked out pretty well, some things did not. My Stormcallers moved up into triangulation when my Firefly ran up onto the hill next to these Man-O-Wars. Pulled off a couple triangulations on the Winter Guard front line. He made 3 out of 5 tough checks though, so unfortunately one of them is still alive. Nemo moved up a little bit, used Energizer to get people into better positioning. My Ironclad simply advanced to block line of sight to him and to protect him. My Journeyman Warcaster is a hero. He moves up a little bit, and I always talk about how useful his boosted hand cannon is, and it really is. He advanced and shot one of the Man-O-Wars in the face and annihilated him in a single blow. He still kept Arcane Shield on the Ironclad who advanced up front. The rest of my Stormsmiths moved up and tried to pull off a couple more triangulations, this time with the Fireflies on the on this side of the board, those 2. And it was fairly effective, not amazing. I hurt Velody, who's the 1 Man-O-War up here, for a couple of points of damage. I failed maybe 2 or 3 of my checks, which was kind of surprising, but the hero over here rolled quite well, and that is the Firefly who engaged the Dragoon after Nemo gave him 3 focus and managed to dehorse him, which was exactly what I was hoping for. I'm not upset with that at all. So that's Cygnar's turn. Time to take some hits back.
Turn 2, Khador counterattacks. Didn't work out so well. A lot of missing dice cards, pretty upset. Dragoon missed. This unit with Battle Lust, launching an attack out of the 4 remaining Man-O-Wars. 1 hit, and did abysmal damage, so unfortunately Dice Gods hated me there. Moving on down the line, Spriggan hit once out of 3 times, and I rolled Snake Eyes on damage, so that was fun. eIrusk charged in, popped his feet, and proceeded to miss as well, so that was fun. Point of light was the mortar managed to get a shot off into one of the ironclads, did a great damage roll, that was good. 10 damage to an ironclad, awesome, well done. Winter Guard, Joe boosted them, they moved up and eliminated 3 of the 5 Stormcallers, so that's positive. So at least the Winter Guard got to do some things, but everybody else, you're off the team.
Absolutely shocking turn of events with rolling. This has really enabled my forces. We'll see how hard I can counterattack, but under eIrusk's feet, which was popped, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get the charge off, so there's a good chance that I will not be able to pull off the assassination this turn, and that we will be going to another turn, but we'll just have to see how much of Khador is left after that barrage.
Not much. It's like, that's not a diaper. This is a diaper. It's like, what?
Yeah. So, coming in off of turn 3 with Cygnar, this turn was pretty good. Pretty expected, really, given the performance last turn. So the Ironclad moved up here, hit one of his Winter Guard, killed him. He leaped into another one, killed that one. Over here, the Firefly. This was a feat turn, by the way, with eNemo, so each Jack was allocated 3 focus. The Firefly attempted to hit eIrusk and missed and bought an attack and hit and then did no damage. The Ironclad up front, again, I was not allowed to charge due to eIrusk's feat last turn, so I cast Energizer for 3 and it advanced and killed the Man-O-War. Nemo advanced up the field a little bit to try and get the Firefly into range so he could allocate focus. But was just out. Again, the speed debuff from eIrusk doing a large duty on my mobility this turn. My Stormsmiths did a pretty good job. They advanced, and because I still had my Firefly left, who was tangling with the Dracoon, were able to pull off 2 more triangulations, hitting all 3 of the Man-O-Wars who were inept last turn, and managed to kill 1 and kind of whiff on the rest of them. But that didn't matter because my Ironclad, who had focus, advanced up here, and because he wasn't wrecked from last turn's charges, managed to just easily put down 2 Man-O-Wars. My Journeyman Warcaster advanced as well and shot one of the Man-O-Wars, but the Man-O-War is double tough, so has not died, so that's why he's still there. Firefly. In the story of the century, the Firefly, which is the much maligned Jack for Cygnar, not only has provided excellent triangulations, but also has soloed the Man-O-War Dracoon in melee combat and doesn't have a scratch on him for it. So anybody who kind of believes that the Firefly is not worth its points, well, guess what? You're right, it's not, but it can still do excellent things when given an opportunity. So looking forward to next turn's Retribution. These Winter Guard are not going to go down very easily. He still has the Assassins, so I have to be wary. He still has eIrusk, who's pretty tricky, and he's got a full health Spriggan right on my doorstep. So we're going to see how this goes.
Armor 20.
Yeah, he's armor 20. He's camping 4 focus.
Shouldn't he be armor 18 then?
No, he's armor 16 normally.
Huh. Not as squishy as I thought.
No, he's Epic Nemo. So okay. Unfortunately, the Cygnar player, being me, made a critical error forgetting that eIrusk had Energizer. So he's been able to avoid the free strikes, or he took the free strike on eIrusk and Spriggan to get out of combat with the Firefly. He missed eIrusk, and he did hit the Spriggan for a really good hit, but didn't do obviously didn't cripple anything. So the Spriggan loaded up with 4 focus, bonded, just spent 1 to charge, and now he is coming into to Nemo. This is a very serious situation for Nemo, who currently is pressing the advantage, and it looks like maybe the old man may bite the dust. But we thought we'd film it, so why don't you roll ahead?
Alright, so I took the 1 off for the charge. I'm taking 1 off because I'm boosting the charge.
Yes.
So he's got powerful charge on Lance, goes up to mat 8.
Yep.
So I
need
need
6.
6 on 3 dice.
Which he succeeds.
Okay, so it's POW 18.
Okay, so dice minus 2.
Oh, that's
a good for me though.
So
that's
it's only 5.
5 damage. 5 points of damage. Okay, so he takes 5.
Okay, I'm gonna buy another attack.
Yes.
I think my assassination has failed unless I get a really good roll here. Boosting it.
Well,
Actually, I don't have the boosted. Oh, no, I do, yeah. And then I missed.
Oh, okay.
Dice gods again.
Okay, well, we're going to continue with the turn, but that's probably going to be the game ender right there.
Alright, well, unfortunately that didn't work. I had a bit of a Hail Mary with the Energized, gave 4 to my Bonded Spriggan, Energized in meta combat, took a couple free strikes to do it, and went for eNemo Assassination, who's sitting with defense 14, armor 20. Spriggan with 4 focus, unfortunately whiffed pretty good. First attack, although I did tag him, didn't do any damage. Well, it did 5 damage, bad damage roll. Bought another one, boosted, still missed. So, bad choices on my part. Beyond that, clawed down another Stormsmith, which makes me feel good anyway. The Winter Guard all ganged up on this Ironclad, who has really poor luck, and managed to almost kill it. 4 boxes left, but close, but no cigar. Mortar missed. Assassins are still vectoring around, so even if eIrusk goes down, which is quite likely right now, I'm still gonna take a good swipe at eNemo after the fact. So that is that. So let's see if he can, or how he will kill eIrusk this turn. That's that.
And this is 4th turn for eNemo. And that's game. We're going to call it here.
Yep.
So what happened was my Ironclad up front ran up, tried to hit eIrusk, but missed. My Firefly was allocated 1 focus. It shot down one of the mortar team, E-leap to the other one, proving again that Fireflies are viable, even though they are much maligned. My 2 Ironclads moved in. They were allocated some focus, and between the both of them, they managed to kill the 1 Spriggan, who is right here up in my grill, getting at eNemo. The Journeyman also shot the Spriggan in melee combat by aiming to do a few points of damage. Squire and Stormcaller pretty much did not too much, and that's pretty much turn. So eNemo is allowed to run around due to his mobility. He pretty much can just hide behind his jack wall, and the few remaining infantry will probably not stand up. So at this point, eIrusk calls it a game and decides to flee back to Khador to get more reinforcements.
Tactical withdrawal, not fleeing.
Ah, tactical withdrawal, sorry. Tactical withdrawal. That's what they call fleeing in Khador. So that was game. It was an exciting game. The eNemo team kind of took a quick lead, but left a little loophole, or a little hole in their defenses, which was exploited by eIrusk, but unfortunately the dice came up hating Scott's Khador army too much for him to recover. Top highlights of the game?
Well, your Firefly charging and actually killing my Dragoon was a surprise. I didn't think that would happen. Might have been a little bit overconfident just due to the fact that it's a Firefly and usually they don't do anything except for the triangulation purposes.
Yes.
What I'll take from the game as a positive would be killing your Stormsmith, because I hate triangulate with a bloody passion, so anytime they die, I feel glee in my belly. So that was fun.
Yes. And on my side, I would say the highlights, definitely that Firefly attack was super. The highlight was eNemo dodging the Spriggan's assassination run. That was what basically ensured my victory. That was great. And yeah, Stormsmiths did okay. No big complaints. I know a lot of people on the forums are talking about triangulations or they're trying out the lists. You should try it out. They're extremely effective. They get through heavy infantry and light infantry alike, especially with the eNemo, giving them skill 9 and POW 12s on their disruption attacks. It's extremely effective, and you can get through pretty much every single special rule in the game.
Yeah, as a player who's been on the receiving end of that multiple times, I can agree it's extremely effective and quite frustrating, so something to be aware of if you're ever seeing that list coming your way. It is quite good.
So this is the 35-point Tempest list for eNemo that I've posted on the forums before, and if you have read it, great. If you haven't, check it out. I think it's a very strong and viable 35-point list for pretty much any tournament setting. And so that's about it. So thanks for watching.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba.